This video is to show you how to do descriptive statistics and graphs for two categorical variables. So first of all, from the main menu, we're working in descriptive statistics and graphs, and we're interested in two categorical variables. So we click here. And we'll start with the data that's already built into StatKey. So you can see the first data set that pops up is results from a survey that asks people, do you believe that there's one true love for each person? And it is broken out by sex. So male respondents and female respondents are listed. You can see over here in our two-way table, we've got a column for the males and a column for the females. And we've got rows representing the response to the question. Agree, disagree, or don't know. If we want to be able to tell nicely what color here corresponds to each of those, we can click the Show Legend box and it tells us. Right, so there's our two-way table and our segmented bar chart. Now, I have data in another file. Let's try to open it. Here it is. This is data from a clinical trial for the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine. And it's looking at which treatment people received, whether they received a vaccine or a placebo. We go down far enough into this data set, you'll see some people who had placebo. And then it also tells the outcome, whether the person had no COVID or COVID. And this is a very large data set, as you can see. So I don't want to type in all this data. I'm going to have my file and I'm going to upload it into StatKey. So the way that I do this, first of all, the file needs to be saved as a CSV file on my computer, which it is. And then to bring it in, I upload file, and then I choose my file from my downloads folder, or wherever you saved it, and open it up. And then I can put in my two categorical variables. I'm just going to click the columns for my variables. Okay. Now, one thing I'll just mention is I'm really interested in comparing the proportion who got COVID between those who were vaccinated and those who weren't. You can see that right now, the bars are set up representing those who had no COVID versus those who had COVID. It's not very informative. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the Switch Variables button over here. See, Switch Variables. And now I can look at it comparing those who had the vaccine and those who had placebo. And one thing I can see is that in both groups, most of the people did not have COVID, but it does look like the portion who did have COVID is a bit higher in those who had the placebo compared to the vaccine. And as we look over here, we can see that 18 out of 1,029 had COVID in the placebo group versus 0 out of 1,131 in the vaccine group. So that's how you produce your descriptive statistics and graphs for two categorical variables with StatKey. Have a good day.